mean, I'm real big on that. I'm big on enjoying my life, and at this point in my life, I'm gonna be good to people.
Yeah.
And if I can't, I'm gonna get away from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ease on out of the way and leave them alone, and not. I'm not gonna quarrel and fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what else I'm not gonna do. And you tell me what. I'm not gonna try to straighten everybody up.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Right. Yeah, you can't.
Just not gonna do it.
Yeah. It's you have to have a person has to have some self-worth to straighten themselves up, you know. Some people have to hit rock bottom before they straighten up, and this person's rock bottom might be different than your rock bottom.
Yeah.
You know, and I see people that they get low, and this guy thinks he's at his rock bottom, and he runs over here to help him.
Right.
And he's helped him several times. Well, that guy has never seen his real rock bottom. And once he finally sees his real rock bottom, then he's going to straighten himself up. You know, other people around him might impress him with stuff that, you know, he can apply, but he has to want to do it himself, you know.
Yeah, I talked to a lot of people that come through rehab and come through different things, and some have been to rehab 4 and 5 times, and talk about how the Lord will open their eyes so that they can really see what they're at in the position that they're in.
Yeah.
And that's a real, you know, it's hard for me to understand some of it, and I've had a lot of them explain to me, a lot of family come through rehab, and how they changed their life, and when they got to the point, and there was no excuse that put them there. You know, it wasn't. I've talked to very few that have come from abused and awful families and things like that. Sometimes just perfectly normal family, and they would tell me how good their parents were to them growing up.
Oh yeah.
But they just get on drugs, okay?
Yeah.
And got to fool them with something that was, you know, they shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to do.
Right.
And I used to be a little harder on people on drugs, but I'm not as much anymore because I have a hard enough time getting off the Oreos. Okay, you know what I mean? If I was on the Oxycontin, it would be awful. And I think of how hard it is for some people.
Oh, right.
I mean, gee whiz, how hard.
Yeah, I mean, I feel fortunate that, you know, I was brought up in a good home, and I never struggled with any addictions, you know, other than eating. I love to eat, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's always a struggle, trying to watch what I eat. But
I was blessed to come up, you know, and raised in Church of God and hardline Pentecostal. You know what I mean? And my dad got saved, and you know, after I was born. And my dad actually got shot across the kitchen table with his cousin shot him with a dual, had the pistol aimed the bullet aimed to a day he died back at his spine. They couldn't take it out.
Wow.
But he was sitting across the kitchen table, and they were sitting over a set of little old 25s.
Oh, yeah.
And he just pulled the trigger and shot him right across the table and didn't.
By accident? Or?
Yeah, by accident.
Okay.
Didn't even know it. You know what I mean? Didn't know it. Pow, just happened like that. And but anyway, I think about my life growing up and how, you know, I just was really blessed. Blessed to grow up in a little town in War, and I grew up downtown, never had an outhouse.